Heyo, folks. I did a TLDR version of the Kelsey Fitzsimmons case and the new update, and asked you guys, do you want me to do the longer version? And a whole bunch of you said yes, please. So, yeah, here we go. Let's get right into it. Dun, dun, dun. So this is the new update, new filing, because Kelsey, for obvious reasons, wants to amend so she gets more time with her child. And in here are some really sweet things about the time that she spends with her child, and also some disturbing things about her ex, Justin. So let's get through it. Dun, dun, dun. Well, Essex County, mother's motion for further temporary orders. Now comes the defendant, Kelsey Fitzsimmons, mother, in the above captioned matter by and through her undersigned counsel, and respectfully moves this honorable court to enter further temporary orders regarding return of mother's Escrow funds, increasing mother's parenting time, changing the location of mother's parenting time, elimination of mother's parenting supervision, and 5, mother's parenting time if father requires childcare. In support thereof, mother hereby states the following. Relevant procedural history. The parties were never married, but have one minor child together. Mother currently, we don't need that. On October 22nd, 2025, the parties signed the stipulation for temporary orders on plaintiff's verified motion for temporary order. The stipulations are roughly this. Child support. Mother shall pay child support to the father in the amount of $12 per week, pursuant to the payment method described in paragraph 3 below. The parties acknowledge that the child support payment of $12 per week is the minimum child support order pursuant to the Massachusetts Child Support Guidelines. Method, and here is, one of the disturbing things you might remember from the case is that Kelsey had to sell her house in order to pay for defense during the criminal case. And Justin wanted it all for current and future child support. Keep that in mind. The parties agree and acknowledge that the mother holds title to the real property located on, where all of this happened. The North Andover property. The parties also agree and acknowledge that on August 22nd, 2025, the mother listed the North Andover property for sale, and that mother has accepted a contingent offer to purchase the North Andover property. From the mother's net proceeds from the sale of the North Andover property, $50,000 shall be held by Father's Counsel in Father's Counsel's EOLTA account to secure mother's financial obligations set forth in this stipulation. So, what that means is Justin didn't get all of it. But as a sign of good faith in this joint stipulation, in an escrow account, an IOLTA account, handled by Justin's attorney, she put $50,000 in it. I would say that's extremely generous. But Kelsey just wanted to spend time with her child. So, she put $50,000 in that account to make sure that, if that is what it's take. That is what it takes. Father's counsel shall disburse $12 per week to the father from the escrow account on a monthly basis to satisfy mother's weekly child support obligation to the father. So 12 times 4, 40, $50 a month. Father's counsel shall provide an accounting on the escrow funds to mother's counsel upon request. On May 1st, 2026, this court issued another temporary order, the May 1st temporary order, that provided inter alia custody, the child's primary residence, shall continue with the father. Supervised parenting time. The mother shall have supervised parenting time with the child every other Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. with a professional supervisor in the community or in the maternal grandmother's home. Visits shall commence on Saturday, May 9th, 2026. Mother's immediate family may be present for the visits. Mother shall be responsible for the cost associated with the supervised visits. After 1 month of successful parenting time, the mother shall continue to have every other weekend parenting time supervised by a professional supervisor, and in additional parenting time every Wednesday from 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. supervised by the maternal grandmother. Guardian ad litem. The request for the appointment of a Category E guardian ad litem shall be reviewed at the next scheduled hearing. Yeah. Kelsey did all this because, for the love of all that's holy, let me spend time with my child. I remember we all wanted baby Fitzsimmons back at Kelsey's hands. I said at the time, because a lot of people were disappointed in that more or less she wasn't given him back entirely, immediately. I said, she wants time. She wants peace and quiet. She wants, in an effort to show Justin and his family and the court that what she is prepared to do, she made this voluntarily. In the hopes, I assume, that Justin, maybe for once in his fucking life, turns out to be a good person. Let's see how that worked out. And then it goes on here to say mothers have supervising time and all of that. And July 15, 2026, the court appointed Kelly Foster, Esquire, yada, yada, yada. The escrow funds, the October 22nd stipulation was signed while mother was incarcerated in the Western Massachusetts Regional Women's Correctional Center pending a criminal trial for assault with a dangerous weapon, and had limited to no access to a bank account to pay her child-related obligations outlined in the stipulation, and was still fighting for her life with bullet wounds, collapsed lungs, and more. It appeared father was also concerned about her ability to pay any support or assist in any child-related medical bills or other child-related costs. Yeah, she was fucking fighting for her life, asshole. And you only cared about money. Justin and his friends and family, their schemes almost cost Kelsey her life, in my opinion. And when she survived, they tried to punish her anyway. As such, due to her mother's home having been just previously sold, father wanted to hold funds in escrow with his counsel for ongoing support payments and child-related costs be addressed without delay or further court intervention. Mother acquiesced. Mother was found not guilty on that charge on March 26, 2026, and mother's full access to her bank accounts and ability to pay her bills and expenses was fully restored. Father's counsel is still holding mother's remaining sale proceeds in his escrow account in an estimated amount of $45,000. Mother is seeking the return of her remaining balance held by father's council account. Council has kept mother up to date when funds are used, and there is no issue with the father's council as escrow agent. But there is no reason to hold those funds in a non-interest or low-interest bearing account, when mother can either invest those funds in a better way or utilize those funds for the ongoing legal fees, supervisor fees, other costs at this time. Yeah, those 50 grand, she can't access. So all of this parenting with the agent there, the cost of transporting the baby Fitzsimmons, all of that has to go from out of pocket, not from that 50 grand all this time. Mother is earning income through an online portal where she is writing poetry. Her income is as reported on her updated financial statement. The income is derived from the readership who paid to become members of the website to access her poetry. Mother is also pursuing her degree in criminal justice, as is referenced herein. Yeah. Mother is making content, and people are paying for it, which is amazing. There is no reason to believe or suggest that mother will not pay the child support or other expenses timely. Mother is now earning income, is out of jail, and is healthy and stable physically and mentally. To continue to hold this large amount at bay with no access to the same, having had no history of non-compliance or non-payment previously, is unwarranted. As noted above, the circumstances wherein the funds were being held were dire and concerning, which gave rise to the previous stipulation. Those circumstances are now completely different and, in fact, no longer exists. Parenting time. Folks, get ready for emotions. Mother has had supervised parenting time 14 weekends, Saturday and Sunday, supervised visits since May 9th, and supervised parenting time on 11 Wednesdays since June 10th. There's been no negative reporting or concerns raised from either the professional supervisors during that time. Some of the positive commentary from Foster include: KF picked him up, faced him outward and bounced him up and down, which stopped his crying. She also put up his hood because it was windy and light rain. As mothers do. Baby C became very comfortable. Various toys. He touched the toy, smiling back at him and echoing what he said. C was very responsive to KF. She would say his name and he would immediately respond by looking at her, and she said hello, and he said back a noise similar to that. Yeah, folks, this is May 9th from the May 9th report. This is the first time they met since Justin's actions almost cost Kelsey her life. They have been separated for almost a year. Or a year. Separated, and he still recognized his mother. C was very responsive. Yeah. He and KF looked at each other a lot, and she smiled at him and stroked his head. Yeah, all of these beautiful things. And so all of this, we have the May 10th report, the May 23rd report, July 18th report, more from the July 18th. I'm not going to, because everything is going swell. Everything is going swell. And then on August 14th, Kaden, Baby C, and Kelsey played hide and seek, and Baby C called Mama loudly when it was his turn to find Kelsey. He called her mama. He called her mama. And isn't that the most beautiful thing you can imagine? After all that time, when they were separated, and then shortly after they are connected again, he recognizes her, he's smiling back at her, and then eventually he calls her mama. Oof. This is so amazing. This is absolutely amazing. All right, and now let's get into what's going on with Justin and how he acts in all of this. Let's go down to it. Yeah, 8. There's nothing negative in any report whatsoever. It is now time mother supervision requirements should be suspended forthwith. Not only is this cause the strain on mother, which he solely carries, but it is unnecessary. Mother has exhibited only positive, strong, and well-adapted parental insight, structure, and love for baby C. To further this progress, mother is seeking additional parenting time and a change to the location being at mother's home and also in the community park close to her home as she sees fits or as the parties can agree. Additional unsupervised parenting time will help further strengthen the mother-child bond and permit mother to be present during the child's developmental milestones and general growth and development, while helping Caden adapt to mother's home, which is also one of his homes when he will be parented by mother. Mother currently resides in a home in Newsburyport, where she has ample space for the child, including his own bedroom and a backyard with plenty of space for the child to play. Mother is seeking to change the location for all future parenting time from maternal grandmother's house in Methuen to mother's home in Newsburyport, in order for the child to become familiar and comfortable in mother's home. Further, the GAL is seeking to observe mother and the child at mother's home, but is unable to do so as father will not agree to deviate from the May 1st temporary order. Namely, all visits must be in the community or at maternal grandmother's house. He's still being a fucking prick. Mother is seeking the following plan to be implemented, which modifies the ending time on currently scheduled Wednesdays and Sundays to be 5:30 p.m. on both days for consistency for the child, and also to allow for his consistent bedtime at 7:30 p.m., also allowing both parties time to drive between their homes, unsupervised overnight parenting time with the child on alternating weekends from Friday at 10 a.m. through to Sunday at 5:30 p.m., and unsupervised overnight parenting time every Tuesday at 10 a.m. to Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Mother is active and consistent supportive mental health treatment with the following providers: monthly visits with psychiatrist Fuad Khan, monthly visits with psychologist Paul Ziesel, and weekly visits with EMDR therapist Bruce DeVoe. Additionally, mother is currently prescribed the following medication to assist with her mental health. Essentially, she is diagnosed with depression and anxiety, which is not no wonder. She is kept from her child and, well, her ex basically tried to have her killed. I would understandably, depression and anxiety is a part of it, or is a result of it. Mother has decided to return to school to get a master's degree in criminal justice from Fisher College. The fall term begins on August 30th, and all classes are online and flexible with Mother's parenting time schedule. Additionally, Mother received a partial scholarship and will access educational loans for the remainder of the tuition owed. Oh, maybe you want to look at it as well. Father, here we go, has continued his antipathy for co-parenting with Mother. And despite the overwhelmingly positive bi-weekly weekend reports from both supervisors, Father refuses to provide Mother any additional time with the child outside of the court orders. Also, despite meeting at the Chelmsford Stop and Shop, approximately halfway between Father's residence and maternal grandmother's residence, Father insists that Mother pick up the child every Wednesday at his residence, and drop-off is at the library in Stowe. Insinuating that if Mother does not comply with the demands, she will not see the child in that particular week, despite the temporary order. That's fucking blackmail, you asshole. Threatening her with not seeing her child if she doesn't do his bidding. That's fucking abusive behavior. There was no order in place for whether the parties are to exchange the child or who drives. Yeah, so that was something they were to agree on. But he is being a prick about it. On August 14th, as the supervised visitation report states, August 14th, Friday, rescheduled due to PES's schedule. Father was willing to agree to date change to accommodate Foster's schedule. But when Mother requested a time change on July 18th, so the child could attend a portion of Mother's sister's graduation party at Mother's house in Newburyport, Father would not agree to a similar accommodation. So he's sucking up to the what do you call it? The government's, well, the one who checks on things, but not to accommodate things like a celebration with family. Nope, he can't have that. On August 18th, at the doctor's appointment for the child that both parties attended, Father will not permit Mother to pick the child up from his car seat. Additionally, after the appointment, when Mother asked for additional time with the baby C in the community and supervised by Father declined, telling Mother in front of the child that she is mentally unstable and unsafe. Justin? Prick? The mentally unstable thing here is you and your fucking family. You can go back and watch my coverage of this, but essentially how his family conspired because Kelsey found out that Justin is a fucking loser. A 24/7 doped up fucking loser who risks people's lives by going high to work as a fireman. So he got revenge, almost got killed. And now he's trying to, what he caused, he's trying to use against her. Fucking abuser. These comments are inappropriate, unfounded, and run contrary to all of Foster's reporting regarding the mother-child interactions and relationship. It is also not conducive to co-parenting, or the trust that this court has suggested should be forthcoming for the parties to be able to co-parent in the child's best interest. In fact, this court wrote the parties are encouraged to consider the positive impact on their level of trust for one another as parents. And Kelsey, despite all that she's been through, put trust in Justin. And what does she get back? Abuse. The court at the time also found it is in the child's best interest to begin a structured and gradual process of reunification with the mother, given the absence of parenting time during a critical developmental period. We need to continue this gradual process of reunification, which has already shown to be fruitful, loving, and in the child's best interest. Father, despite these findings and orders, father continues to persist in attacks on mother's mental health, despite contrary evidence, which has pushed his own agenda, not the best interest of the party's infant son. Additionally, father is back to work full-time as a firefighter with the North Andover Fire Department. Yeah. All that evidence of him being a 24/7, 365 dope junkie motherfucker, they put him on leave, and now he's back to work. Telling me that whoever is running the fire department in North Andover is fine with his personnel coming to work high, people are supposed to put their lives into these people's hands, and the leadership of the North Andover Fire Department is fine with personnel being 24/7, 365 high on the job. His work schedule requires him to work 24-hour shifts, approximately 8 days per month, pending swaps or ordered overtime shifts. During father's shifts, the child is left with unknown members of father's family. One of father's sister, Ashley, is a known drug user, and mother is concerned about the safety of the child if when left in her care. Mother, through counsel, has written to father about her concerns of using this person as a sitter for their child, but no response have been provided. That's the level of care that Justin has for their child. And paternal grandmother, congratulations! You raised 2 dope heads. Well done. Well fucking done. Yeah, I have a lot of words about this situation. Let's continue. Regardless, mother is seeking to have parenting time with the child on all occasions when father is working, whether a regular shift or an overtime shift, and or anytime father is unable to care for the child for any other reason for more than 4 consecutive hours. It is in the child's best interest to continue to strengthen the mother-child bond, rather than the child continue to be shuffled around between members of father's family, or worse, various babysitters, when mother is fully available and has proven her commitment to the party's son and her love for him. And so she wants more time with her kid, which she should have. Here's the issue. At trial, she admitted she tried to end herself. She is currently under mental health treatment, and but she's doing great. Problem is the court and the parent influence the I'm a Liar family has on it for some fucked up reason. Do I believe the court will add time? Yes. Do I believe that she will get approved for whenever Justin is away on 24-hour shifts? Not at this time. But it's at the right path. She's doing great. Baby C is doing great. He called her mama. That's huge. He called her mama. And with that thought, that image, that's the update I have for you. Thank you all for listening in. You all have a good day, good night, or whenever you see this. And I will see you all in the next stream or video. Bye-bye.
Santa Claus, riding in with the winter laws. Santa Claus, Santa Claus.